Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shanmuga Prabha, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE from Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technologies. Today we are going to see the concepts in keys in relational database management system. Here, the next one, these are the agendas we are going to concentrate: introduction, importance of keys and the different types of keys. Yes, database management system. A database is nothing but the collection of data which are organized in the form of tables such as rows and columns. A database management system is nothing but a software. What the software will do? It enable to allows the store, manage and manipulate the data in the database system. The next one, it will provide the efficient speed and space and secure access to the huge amount of the data. These are all the some of the examples of the database management system such as MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server and the Oracle. Yes, the next one is RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. This is proposed by EF Code. In this, the database is logically organized as a group of related tables. Here we can call a table as an entity or a relation. Here, each table has multiple rows and columns. The rows are represented as the records or the tuple, where the columns are represented as an attribute or the field. Let us see a simple example on hospital management system. Here, we are collecting the data such as the names and the details of the patients, doctors and staffs in the hospitals for organizing the data in a manner. The next one is database. So here we are collecting the specific data of the patients and the doctor for better data management. And the next one is database management system. Here we are sorting the data or the information that can be extracted for related to the hospital for the better data access and better utilization of the resources. The next one, uses of keys. Here, the key which individually identify each record or row in the table, and it define and establish the relationship between the tables, and it enforces referential integrity. Referential integrity means relationship between the two tables like parent and child relationship. So that one is an example student table that consists of records such as ID, name, address and the course. Whereas the person table that has an records of name, date of birth, passport number, license number and SSN is nothing but social security number. The use of keys, let us take a simple example. So in our India, for unique identification of the people, we are taking as an Aadhaar number. If we move to America, for a unique identification, they are taking as an SSN number, which means social security number. So for what purpose we are taking this unique identification? Means if we have a large repository, if we have a huge number of data or records in a database, means we want to retrieve a single record, means we need a unique identification. So that unique attribute, that is called as a key. Here, in some cases, combination of multiple attribute also forms as a key too. And these are all the importance of keys. So first one is uniqueness and identification. Here, each record in the table must be unique and identified easily. The next one is data integrity. So it avoids the duplications of the data and ensures the retrieval of the data. The next one is data modification and the deletion. So if the user is updating or modifying and deleting, we need to enforce the consistency in the data. The next one is database relationship. So that defines a relationship between the table, which means the establishment of the parent-child relationship. The next one is security. So we want to maintain the data accuracy. The next one is data normalization. So when there is a large number of data, some repeated values may be inserted. Repeated values or the records will be inserted. So to reduce the data redundancy and the dependency, we need a efficient and a maintainable database structure. So only the authorized users can modify or access the specified records or the rows. And these are all the types of keys. The first one is primary key, the second one is candidate key, next super key, alternate key, composite key and the foreign key. So let us see what is meant by a primary key. A primary key is a unique identification of each data record present in the table. It can be a single attribute of the table or it can be the combination of the attribute. So here this is more primary keys are mostly suitable for candidate keys also. Let us see a simple example. Consider the data of the professor of the college. So here whether we can take subject as a primary key? No, because the same subject can be repeated. The next attribute is name. Whether we can take a name as a primary key? No, the same name can be repeated. Yes, the next one, college ID number. Whether we can take college ID number as a primary key? Yes, because it shows the unique identification. Let us see another example of the primary key. Here, this is the student table, roll number, name, class, age or the attributes, and 3 rows are inserted. And here, whether age we can take as a primary key? No. Class? No. Name? No. Roll number? Yes. Here we can take as a primary key because it shows a unique identification. Yes. Now, what is the difference between primary key and the unique key? Let us see what is meant by an unique key. A table can only have primary key, but it can have multiple unique keys. But a primary key cannot have a null value, but unique key that can have a multiple null values. This is the difference between a main difference between the primary key and the unique key. Primary key does not have a null value, whereas unique key can have a null value. The next one is candidate key. It is similar to the primary key, but the only difference is it can have more than one. It is also called as a minimal super key, having each unique value, and it is also have some set of multiple keys for a relation, and these suitable keys is selected for the set is called as a primary key. So let us take a simple example of the data members in the family. Here passport number we can take as an primary key. Yes, PAN number we can take as is used for unique identification. Voter ID also it can be used for unique identification. So primary key can have only one unique identification, but candidate key can have more than one. So therefore voter ID, PAN number, passport number, all these are all the attributes of the candidate keys. The next one is super key. Here, the super key is the one which able to determine any tuples or the data or the entities from the record table. A super key can be a single attribute or it can be a multiple attribute. So yes, let us take a simple example of the data of the student in the class. Here the roll number can be a single attribute. The next one, name and mobile number can be a combined attribute for the super keys. So here the super keys is nothing but the roll number and the name and the mobile number are the examples of the super keys. The next one is foreign key. A foreign key is nothing but an attribute. It is linked between the two relations with the same attribute. But the relations or the tables must contain the same attribute. For examples, two relations such as roll number, name, marks, and R2, relation R2 that contains roll number, address, age. Let us see the example. Here sees the attribute student details contain roll number, name, address, age. The second table student relation has roll number, marks as an attribute. Yes, here roll number 1 is the referencing relation to the student relation, whereas student relation are the referenced relations from the parent relation. For example, the roll number 1, who is the roll number 1? Anup, with the age of 20 has secured 10 marks. So this is what a foreign key which has the parent-child relationship. The next one is composite key. So this is nothing but combination of more than one attribute to uniquely determine the record or tuples in the tables. The only one condition it is necessary before choosing the composite key, the attributes which are responsible for forming the composite key must not be a key individually. So let us see with a simple example. Consider the table of students having their details. So here in the student table, roll number, name, address, mobile number are the attributes, and 3 records are inserted. So the combination of 2 attributes can be known as a composite key. So the name and the address, it is used for unique identification. So it is used as a composite key. The next one is alternate key. Candidate keys can be more than one, but out of which the only is chosen as an primary key. The remaining keys all are selected as an alternate keys. So these are the summary. So here shows the student table and the student game. So in the student table, school number, roll number, first name, last name, email, mobile address are the attributes, and 5 records are inserted. So in that student game, school number and participate are the attributes, and 5 records are inserted. So here shows the primary key is the school number, and candidate keys are nothing but, which means more than one keys. School number, roll number, email and mobile are termed as a candidate key. So other than which are all called as an alternate keys. So foreign key means, for example, a school number 2342 has, who is that 2342 is a Ankit Singh, okay, which in the address of Jaipur. He is participated in the basketball. So which means, so the foreign key is referencing to the relation of the school number parent student table. So the final summary is, primary key is used for single unique identifier for the row, and the next one is candidate key. It can be a more than one. The next one, the super key, it can be a single attribute or the multiple attribute. The next one is foreign key. It is used to refer to another record in the another table. And the next one is composite key. It can have more than attribute when combined and can uniquely identify a row. The last one is alternate key. The candidate key that not be a primary key. Thank you.